I'd play the first game, but...
There's no Mr. Slam here.
Mr. Slam shows up for the first time in Twisted Metal 2 driving his infamous loader vehicle. The two claw grabbers on the front, man, they grab those vehicles, let me tell you. Pick them up, slam them down. That's why he's named that way. Don't believe me? Still need proof? Questioning reality? Sadly for Mr. Slam, however, he makes his debut in the most brutal Twisted Metal game. When it comes to the physics, the fact that you take damage when you bounce off of walls, fire hurts. But hey, at least you get to slam some guys, so 10 out of 10. Enter. At least they put Mr. Slam into Twisted Metal 4. And we can argue about whether or not he's part of the Slam family, being that he's Super Slam and all that. Maybe this is like a grandfather Slam. Maybe this is the watermelon behind the wheel. Who knows? The first thing you're going to notice about Super Slam is that his special lasts way too long. Way too long. I know he's a boss character, but to be honest with you, I'd much rather it have gotten additional functionality rather than just increased length. I didn't even get that kill. That was Calypso. It's alright. We got another one in the bank. We're just going to keep holding on to it. Look at this. Look how long this lasts. Through the portal. Into the barrel. Fuck him. Overall, I think Super Slam is one of my favorite slams that ever slammed in the Slam lineage. Yeah. It's too bad there aren't more slams, let me tell you. Crusher. Oh, God. So, full disclosure, I'm playing Pedro's modded Twisted Metal 4, which means Crusher is brutal as hell. And also he likes to drive in circles. Which is why I did this. Look how long this goes on. I chased him for a while. Even in the... like, I lost him here. He somehow... I just lost him. There he is. Look at that. Couldn't recommend Pedro's mods any higher, but Crusher is insane. Exit. Unfortunately for one of the best entries in the entire series, Simon Whittlebone is just not edgy enough of a man to exist in the world of Twisted Metal Black. He's just a man who wants to build his skyscraper, which means he's kinda, he's a little crazy, he's obsessed. He wants to build it really, really big. He wants to be the best, but he's not a hack and slasher murderer. He's not eating eyeballs for breakfast or wearing the helmets made of human skulls. They did give us manslaughter, though, which is cool. He is a mysterious fellow. We don't know much about him. The only thing we know about him is that he likes country music.
Hey, for your butterfly, can you look me in the eye and tell me you don't care for me? Hey, such a butterfly, if I'm in disguise, maybe you will cry for me.
You thought we were done with the PS1? Well, so did everybody else. But you're a fool because this entry, it has one of the best slams in this entire series, let me tell you. Slam is the spitting image of the Twisted Metal 2 Mr. Slam vehicle in all the best ways. He picks guys up, he slams them down. They even added a nice slam to the end of his move if you miss it, that way it's not completely wasted. Overall, I give Slam from Small Brawl 10 big high fives out of 10. He's an incredible iteration of the character, and possibly my favorite. It's the PS2 version of a PSP game, and Simon Whittlebone is a ghost now. Alright, I guess. It's a pretty standard Mr.Slam slamming affair in Twisted Metal Head-On. And they even do this nice thing later on when you upgrade your special where it kind of gets like a range attack, which is really, really nice. Bonus round. Mr.Slam wasn't playable in the Lost Levels re-release of Harbor City, but he was planned for the actual game. Here he is running around with 2 sweet tooths. What the... Look, I'm just saying there's a reason that shit never came out. And this is where I would put my footage of Twisted Metal PS3 if Mr.Slam had made it into the Echo Fighter edition of the series. So you following along with this? Twisted Metal 1, no slam. Twisted Metal 2, slam. Twisted Metal 3, no slam. Twisted Metal 4, slam. Twisted Metal Black, no slam. Twisted Metal Small Brawl, slam. Twisted Metal Lost Levels, no f***ing slam. Twisted Metal Head-On, slam. And then Twisted Metal PS3, no f***ing slam because it's an Echo Fighter game. It's too bad that Harbor City had to die though, because this would have made it a tie. Harbor City had a good slam variant. A good slam. I don't mean to be so harsh about the Twisted Metal PS3 game, but since the DLC never happened, Mr.Slam never happened either. It was our only hope.
No, there is another.
Enter Angel V. Mendez, dropping one of the best fan-made games I've ever played, Twisted Metal 5. It has great gameplay, it has great character design, weapon selection, and the most complete roster this series has ever seen. I mean, just look at this. I think there are actually still more characters for me to unlock. Yeah, whatever, but how does it play, I hear you saying?
Watch them flee. Watch them flee. Watch them flee. Hip-hop heads. You do it like this. It's going down. 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 The rhythm projects round, the next sound reflects a complex hybrid dialect now. Detect the measurement, the elements compressed down. The melting pot of a super futuristic style. The combination of a vocal caress with lungs that gasp for breath from emotional stress with special effects. In a distorted collage, carefully lies between beats of a rhythmic barrage. It's going down, the logical progression on the timeline. The separation narrowed down to a fine line. To blur the edges so they blend together properly. Take you on an audible odyssey. Now it's going down, a logical progression on the timeline. The separation narrowed down to a fine line. To blur the edges so they blend together properly. Take you on an audible odyssey. Now it's going down. Put it out for the world to see. LP and X-Men for the 10th degree. Going down. Nobody in the world is safe when we melt down the wax in your wreck degree. Going down. Put it out for the world to see. LP and X-Men for the 10th degree. Going down. Nobody in the world is safe when we melt down the wax in your wreck degree. Going down. Put it on. Then it goes like this. You do it like this. Once again it is composed sentences altogether venomous. The 4 elements of natural force projected daily through the sound of the source. Everybody on board as we blend the sword with the pen. The mightiest of weapons swinging right for the chin. To elevate mental states long gone with the wind. To defend men from shoddy imitation pretends. It's going down. It's style assimilation, readily trekking through the weaponry of a pure pedigree, cleverly seeing through whatever is ahead of me. Whatever the weather be, we advance steadily. It's going down subterrestrial hot. A rhyme regiment that's calling the shots. Execution of collaborative plots, ready to bring the separation of style to a stop. It's going down. A logical progression on the timeline. The separation narrowed down to a fine line. To blur the edges so they blend together properly. Take you on an audible odyssey. Now it's going down. Put it out for the world to see. LP and X-Men to the 10th degree. Going down. Nobody in the world is safe when we melt down the wax in your record grade. Going down. Put it out for the world to see. LP and X-Men to the 10th degree. Going down. Nobody in the world is safe when we melt down the wax in your record grade. X-Men about to blast off worldwide. X-Men about to blast off worldwide.